Hi guys, well we're here at Auckland Botanic Gardens in the palm part and we're looking at all the palms today. So if you are looking at making a subtropical garden, this is a good place to come to get some ideas. It's a really nice walk. Just walking through the shady part at the moment, and you can see there's all sorts of palms, including subtropicals. There's the Varia rhododendron, Fujiums, another Varia rhododendron there, and it's a real nice walk, seeing all the different plants, walking through, seeing what works. From last time we came, we looked at some of the shade plants. There's the Kentia palm over there, underplanted with a lot of clivia. Obviously when they come out in orange flowers, it's going to look absolutely amazing.
So our first palm is Howea fosteriana. Its common name is Kentia palm. It's native to Lord Howe Island, Australia. It will grow to about 6 to 9 meters and width about 5 to 6 meters. It's a slow growing palm. It prefers partial shade, can tolerate wind and coastal conditions, and it likes a little bit of water over dry summers and good enriched free draining soil.
Okay, we have a new popular palm. This one is called Dypsis baronii, common name sugarcane palm. It's grown to around about sort of 4 or 5 meters, quite a small palm. And as you can see, it's forming quite a multi-branched palm at the bottom. Very, very pretty and good for smaller gardens.
And this is a Bangalow palm. It's native to Australia. It grows pretty tall, about 20 meters. It's recently just been banned from Auckland as it is the seeds they reckon are invasive and could possibly compete with our own Nikau palm. But otherwise it's a very attractive looking palm. You can see here it's got some lovely berries, which obviously the birds like to eat. So that's the Bangalow palm.
And here we go, we've got the name on this one, which is what I thought. Syagrus romanzoffiana, queen palm. Let's try that once more. Syagrus romanzoffiana, queen palm from Brazil. And it's a big palm, it has a big spread. You're probably looking at about a 5, maybe 6 meters spread there from palm, one side of the palm to the other side. And obviously the trunk is a reasonable size. It's around about sort of 40 centimeters in diameter, and usually popular in Auckland especially. And has quite a feathery sort of leaf. It's not really my favourite palm, but it is popular. It is fairly tough to wind and drought and a bit of cold, so it's become quite a popular choice just for those reasons alone. And planted quite a lot throughout Auckland and New Zealand, where it doesn't get too cold.
The next palm is the Trachycarpus fortunei, or Chinese windmill palm. It's native to China. It's a palmate fan palm which is very slow growing and will grow to around about sort of 4 to 6 meters. That's a bit of Hessian sort of material on its trunk, so it's a telltale sign that it is a trachycarp. It's recently been banned from Auckland sales, from selling this particular plant, because they feel that it might be competing with our Nikau palm. It does have male and female plants, which means it's dioecious, so it's a little bit harder for it to set fertile seed. But it's an attractive farm, very wind tolerant and also cold tolerant, down to about -5 Celsius. It's good for smaller gardens and good for where you've got a bit of drought conditions. Quite a nice palm.
Okay, this is probably another very, very popular palm, fan palm. This is, I believe, Washingtonia robusta. Could be filifera, but I'm pretty sure it says robusta. And it's very tall. I mean, you're looking at probably about 9-10 meters at least. But yeah, probably about a 3 meter width at the top there. But yes, down the bottom, very easy to grow something down the bottom if you have to. And that's the good thing about palms, you can grow things down the bottom once they get this sort of tall. So Washingtonia robusta, Mexican fan palm, I think they call it, common name, and very popular as a street tree as well. Okay, here's one of the palms that we see quite often. It's planted as a street tree. It's Washingtonia robusta. It's going to grow pretty tall. You can see there's some different sizes here, and it's sort of like the biggest, medium, smaller, all at different stages of growth. Good palm for a garden or a street tree. Okay guys, this is the Chamaerops humilis, variation Argentia. And these are quite a very slow growing fan palm. Pretty tough and pretty tolerant to most conditions, it's hard to believe. And it's forming quite a big looks like a multi sort of branch. So yeah, it's a good sort of 5 to 6 meters, this bunch of plantings here. And yeah, Chamaerops, okay, fan palm. And then we have the same palm there, growing up a little bit. It's around about sort of 3 meters high. Okay, here's another smallish palm, looking around probably about 2 meters maximum in width. This is the sago palm. You can see it's quite kind of hard, spiky leaves, but very nice palm and very slow growing. That's another one for a small space. If you're looking for a palm for a smaller space in your garden, you know, allow a couple of meters, but that's the sago palm, Cycas revoluta. So this is the Pygmy date palm. So this is a smaller version of the Phoenix canariensis. This is Phoenix wrobeliana, and this is still okay to use. It has the same sort of very sort of sharp spikes. Now, if you get spiked one of those, you'll know about it. But yes, small palm for a small space in your garden, pretty good. Will grow in a bit of shade too. That's the Pygmy date palm, Phoenix wrobeliana.
This is just in my own garden. You can see it's grown in quite a bit of shade. Initially when I first planted them, they did get a little bit attacked by the frost, but now that they've sort of established themselves, they're pretty tolerant and looking nice and green.
Okay, so here we are again with the Nikau palm. This is the Chatham Islands form. It's a slightly nicer form. The leaves are a little bit thicker. You can see it's seeding. And these guys are planted about 2.5 meters to 3 meters apart. That would be a really nice idea to incorporate into a garden design. Okay guys, well, we're going to call it a day for the palms today. Hopefully you're going to find this video useful if you're looking for palms for your garden. We've certainly looked at quite a few here today. You can't really go past our own native Nikau palm. It is certainly one of the best palms out there, especially for New Zealand. And it's a beautiful palm, so maybe that would be my first choice. Now it's certainly become a very popular choice with councils. If you're doing a plan or something like that, then I'd certainly recommend it. But yes, it's a very pretty palm. Let's take one more look at it. Anyway guys, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, put the thumbs up. Otherwise we'll see you in the next one.